Right now, as you listen to this, there's a hole in your vision, a gap where you literally cannot see anything. It isn't darkness, it isn't a blur or some kind of fuzz. It's a true, complete absence of information. And the strangest part? You've never noticed it. You've gone your entire life with this gap in your sight, and you've been completely unaware because your brain is hiding it from you. This is the story of your blind spot and the mind-bending way your brain actively invents reality to fill in the world you only think you see. Every single human eye has one, a small region on your retina with no light-detecting cells at all. No rods, no cones, nothing. Why? Because this is the precise spot where the optic nerve leaves the eye, bundling up all the visual information and carrying it back to the brain. It's like a cable plugging into the back of a camera. And right where that cable connects, the pixels are gone. This isn't a tiny microscopic flaw. If you hold your thumb out at arm's length, you can position it so that it falls perfectly into your blind spot. It will vanish completely. One of the reasons you don't notice it day to day is that the blind spot in your left eye is in a different place from the one in your right, so they cover for each other. But even when you close one eye, the gap isn't there. Your brain simply refuses to show it to you. It patches over the hole so seamlessly, so perfectly, that it feels like your vision is whole and complete. You feel like you're seeing everything. You're not. Your eyes are just the hardware. They send raw visual data, a stream of light and shadow. But your brain is the storyteller. When it gets this stream of data and finds a chunk missing, the data from the blind spot, it doesn't panic, it doesn't signal an error, it improvises. Like a master digital artist, it samples the information from the surrounding area and simply paints over the gap. If you're looking at a blue wall, your brain fills the hole with more blue. If you're looking at a striped shirt, it extends the stripes, calculating their trajectory and continuing them right through the void. If you're looking at a textured wooden table, it clones the wood grain. It's a sophisticated act of forgery, happening dozens of times every second. What you perceive in that spot isn't reality captured by your eye. It is an incredibly educated guess, a prediction made by your brain about what should be there. This process is so effective that your blind spot usually goes completely unnoticed. That is, until the brain makes a mistake. Certain optical illusions are designed specifically to exploit this neurological trick. They can show you a series of dots that appear to form a continuous line, right up until you shift your gaze and realize your brain was connecting dots that weren't there, filling in a line over the gap. It reveals the truth. Your brain fills in what it expects, not what is truly there. And this is a powerful and maybe a little unsettling realization, because the blind spot isn't just a quirky feature of our eyes. It's a constant, tangible demonstration that our perception of the world isn't a direct recording. It's a construction, a story, and the blind spot is just the beginning. It's the most obvious gap, which leaves you to wonder, what else are you not seeing? What other holes is your brain patching over right now, so perfectly that you'll never even know to look for them? You don't see the world as it is. You see it as your brain interprets it, and sometimes it invents things wholesale. Think of your brain as a prediction machine. It has to be. By the time light from the world enters your eyes and the signals travel across your neurons, reality is already a few milliseconds in the past. It's a tiny delay, but it's enough to make a difference. To keep your world from feeling glitchy and out of sync, your brain cheats. It constantly predicts what it thinks should be there a fraction of a second into the future. This is what keeps your experience of the world stable, smooth, and continuous. That blind spot in your vision where the optic nerve meets your eye, you never notice it, do you? That's because it's just one of the first and most obvious gaps your brain fills in for you, automatically. But it doesn't stop there. Your brain is a relentless fill-in engine. It's constantly completing the missing edges of an object behind a lamp, smoothing the motion of a bird in flight, and even guessing at colors in your peripheral vision. It creates a sense of continuity in blurry regions and edits shadows so that objects look stable even as the light changes. This is precisely why you don't see your own nose, even though it's squarely in the middle of your vision. It's why you don't notice the world going black with every single blink or every time your eyes dart from one point to another. Your brain hides all these interruptions. It stitches the world together like a master film editor, creating a seamless experience. You are living inside a masterpiece of continuous illusion. Visual illusions are how we catch the system in the act. They reveal the truth. Your brain is so committed to its predictions that it will sometimes overwrite reality entirely. Illusions make objects appear connected when they're not. They can make two identical colors look completely different depending on the background. They make perfectly still shapes seem to crawl across the page. If your blind spot is the brain's most polite lie, illusions are its loud ones, showing you the machinery whirring just behind the curtain. But here's the twist. This isn't a flaw in the system. It's the entire point. It's a feature. Your brain's job is to construct a stable, useful world from a constant stream of incomplete, noisy data. It takes fragments and builds meaning. It turns chaos into clarity. Your perception isn't a perfect photograph of reality, but it works. And it works wonderfully. Every moment you're alive, your brain is filling in blind spots, not just in your vision, but in your memories, in your understanding of other people, in your story of the world. And maybe that's the real lesson here. Perception isn't about capturing reality with perfect accuracy. It's about creating something useful, something meaningful, something that allows you to move forward. Your brain doesn't just see the world, it builds it. And sometimes that act of creation is more remarkable than the truth itself.
Stay curious. This is Unremarkably Remarkable. Like, subscribe, and let's keep exploring how even the unremarkable can surprise us.